record this. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. Today, we are going to discuss the most important topic that we have not been observed in our lives is the family karma or the family constellations, if you know about it. Okay. So, the agenda for today goes like this. So, we'll understand what is karma in the first place, and then we'll understand what is family karma and how to get rid of family karma in a subtle and easiest way, and what are the underlying reasons or underlying things that would help us get rid of the family karma, and how does this work in actual family constellation setup, which is found by Bert Hellinger, and also how we have incorporated this into the holistic healing hypnotherapy and how has this helped people. This is what we are going to discuss in short today. Okay, now let me just share my screen. Let me know when you can see the screen. And we will have a 10 to 20 minutes of meditation also, if everybody has some time. Otherwise, we'll postpone the meditation to the next time. Okay. Let me know when you can see my screen. All right.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. So, yeah, this is what we are going to discuss today. What is karma? What is family karma? How to clear the family karma? What is the removal prayer meditation? And how does the family constellation work? Removal through holistic healing hypnotherapy sessions. And now I want to understand from all of you, what is karma? Okay, if anybody has understood exactly what karma is, they can raise their hands. I would want to know, what exactly do you understand by the word karma? No? Okay. Okay,
Yes,
no
ma'am.
problem. Yes. Yes, Sunita ji, boliye. What did you understand by the word karma?
The first basic meaning of karma is to do the
You're breaking. I'm sorry.
work, that is actions, any actions. And the second is whatever. Hello.
Yes, go on.
Huh. The second thing is whatever the things which we have done in the past, that is accumulated as karma. That is what I had
Okay.
in my
Good,
mind.
good. Very good. Very good. So, what I would say is it's a law of balance. Karma is nothing but law of
Okay.
balance, meaning if we have, it's not about a good thing, bad thing, anything. Okay. It is about if there is action that is being done. Okay. So, you have opened a book of give and take with other soul. May that be anybody. Okay. So we have opened a book of give and take with somebody. That could be good, that could be bad. Okay. Then if this thing is not closed with that person, then this is called karma, and then we keep on taking life after life, going through the cycles of lives and births, deaths and births to complete this give and take. Okay, this give and take is called law of balance, and this is called karma. Okay, there are so many laws in the universe, and one of the most important law is the law of balance. Okay, so how do we know that, we have no karma? People think
Yes.
that I don't want another life. I want to finish all my karma here. Is it really possible? And is that really achievable, logical? How you have to understand is, unless you reach to the state that you have thoughtless form, you are in thoughtless state 24/7 throughout your life, then you are in the state of neutrality where there is no karma. If there is a thought that is arised, then you have karma, because the thought could be in something like, if you're walking on the road and if you see a nice building and you think like, I want to also live in such kind of a building. Or
Okay.
you're walking and you don't have footwear by chance, and you feel like you can't take the heat of the road, and then you think that, I wish I have footwear. Another life. In a simple thought that has created an entire life for you. Okay, that it's not only for you, not no, it's for every little being, every human being on this earth. If they have thought it, they get it. Okay, so what is the seed of this karma is thought. Okay, you don't have to experience it in that life. Maybe you get to experience it in that life and then you complete them, some of them. But some of them, like, you don't let go. We don't forgive. We don't let go. Or we feel hurt so deeply that, we can't forget that. So many things, like, we have gone through a trauma, a financial trauma. We can't forget that. That not being able to forget also creates another life or karma. Along with this, we bring about so many people who have been responsible for that thought. Around us, there are so many people who have been responsible for that thought. Like if they have gone through a financial crisis, if they have gone through a traumatic situation in the financial crisis, for example, then all those people who are responsible for that are coming along with us in the next life. They may or may not be playing the same roles. Now tell me, now we understood it's a book that we have opened it with others in the form of give and take, and we are going to close it. Now tell me, is it like I have murdered somebody in one of the lives, so I would get murdered in this life? Is it so? Is it how the law of balance works? What do you guys think?
No.
What do you
No.
know, right?
No.
But
you need
that
to.
If the victim
that
is
pain
able
will
to forgive,
suffer.
if the victim is able to forgive the person and cut cords with them, then that it will close.
Yes. That is when you close that book.
Mhm.
That is the process of closing the book.
Okay.
Now, it is not necessary that, I have murdered somebody
Mhm.
and I'm going to get murdered in this life. It's not like it doesn't work like I have done that to them and it's exactly is going to happen to me in this life. It doesn't work like that. It works like the intensity of that pain that we have gone through. Okay, the intensity of the pain that other person had gone through, that pain carries to the next life for me. That may come in the same form or in the other form. Maybe I don't get murdered. Maybe I'll be hospitalized or bedridden. That's it. Murder is not needed. Okay. It depends on how the other person felt. And it depends on the intensity of the issue. Okay. That carries, that is the karma or the baggage that is getting carried. So this is, in a simple way, we are talking about karma. Now, how many different types of karmas are there? Okay, there are okay. Now there are, as per Vedas or as per the knowledge that we all have about karma, there are three different types of karma. One is Sanchita karma, Second is prarabdha. Third one is agami. What is sanchita karma? Sanchita karma, it's like we have 3 bags with us. Okay. When the death happens, this is how it works. Okay. When the death happens, we go through multiple deaths. It's not only one death that we go through. This is the physical death that we go through. There is a mental death, there is a causal death. 3 deaths will be there for every person. Once their causal death is done, there will be a revisit of your own life. When you revisit your own life, there will be 3 bags that you are shown, or maybe 2 bags that you are shown. One bag is the Sanchita Karma bag, meaning, see, dear, my dear, you have gone through 98 lives. In these 98 lives, you have got 19,000 karmas, good, bad, whatever. I'm just taking an example. 19,000 karmas that you have in this bag, and this is called Sanchita Karma. This is like all the actions that you have accumulated in all of the lives that you have gone through on the earth or in any other part of this universe. And now they will say, oh dear, out of these 19,000 karmas, you will have to clear some of them if you are ready to. They don't say anything beyond this. Okay, who is they? They are the council, karmic board members who are the, the divine masters or the divine souls who are sitting out there who will do the revisit and the counseling, all of this for us. So they will say, out of this prarabdha karma, Sanchita karma, these are 1,000 things that you can solve in your next life. Meaning they are ready, so that the time has come, the people around it who are needed for that karma to be executed are also available. And now you have to choose if you want to clear all of them, or if you want to choose, then you want to throw it to the next birth. It's up to you, but this is are the ones that are ripen. You can clear these many things. Now, based on that, we will choose our soul group will come forward now. We all have, just like the families that we have here, we all have our soul groups. They'll come forward now and they'll say, oh, you need to clear the karma of being angry all the time. So, I will be the person who will trigger you all the time. I will help you in that way. Okay? Or the other person might come and say that this is something that we both have to resolve in this life. So I will also come, you will also come. Now we can resolve this. And third person could be that, you have murdered me. So I will be the person who will, put you onto this bed rest or anything. Or somebody will come and say that you have done great jobs. You have done a lot of service. So I will be the person who will support you in the service. So it is like this group of people we choose and they come forward. In this way, we clear our mutual give and take. Sometimes we get people in addition to help us. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we choose. Okay. So like that, we have this prarabdha ready. Now we choose our body. We create our body the way it has to be so that it will go through the karmic cycle. And then we come down onto the earth. What happens when we come down onto the earth? This is where the drama begins. We forget everything. The person who is supposed to be helping us, he would be playing his role. He will be making you angry every day by day, the way he has to make you angry. For you to let go of the anger is the lesson that you have to learn on this school of earth. What do? We forget that and we create lot of more anger. We react. We do not respond. We react. When we react, we do not have control on what we have to learn because we have forgotten all the karmic lessons that we have to go through. Right? Now, what happens? Now, we create another cycle of karma for our own selves. With the other person who has just come to help us, we create lot of karma along with them. Now, it has become a give and take cycle here. So, these karmas are our future karmas. These are called agami. This is called coming, forthcoming karmas. These are called agami karmas. So, all this has to be balanced. And how this has to be balanced? With lot of awareness, with lot of awareness. So in earlier days, just say like, 4-5 generations back, or maybe 2-3 generations back, our parents itself, if you take, they don't know all this. They say karma, it's all karma. Okay, they'll just say that. Why? Because they believe in that. They know sanchita, prarabdha, agami, all that they know. But they don't have this awareness that, meditation can clear this, or anything that we can work out around this. They don't have that awareness. So their life just went on and on and on and on. Okay, they didn't, I don't think, 80% of that generation have worked out on their karmas with awareness. Only 20% who have this, the meditation background, or the pujas and lot of homas, all these things they have been clung to, they have got rid of certain percent of karma with awareness. Rest of them, they're going through the cycle. That's it. And that is where now we have lot of awareness, and with this awareness, we can clear the karma with a very organized and a very approachable way, which is directly to the point. Okay, that's how we are going to approach our karmas. Now, this is all about karma. Any doubts? Anybody who have raised their hand? No. Glad. I hope I'm clear.
Yes.
Glad. Now, we'll go to, so these are the karmas, and now we also have understood. Okay, so why is the karma, what is the where does this karma exist? It all exists in the soul chip. Okay, or the DNA. Our DNA carries all the karmic imprints. How did we come onto the earth? And generations after generations, we carry all these karmic imprints, and this is all there in our subconscious memory. There is no expiry to this unless we close the book with the other person, or the other soul, or with our own selves. There is no closure to this, or there is no expiry to this. So we will have to look at it in such a way that, okay, now I understood that our souls are the memory books for this karma, which means it has all the information coming from previous lives, or even long lasting karmic imprints that I have been carrying out. We all know that there is a Chitragupta who is writing the book, right? Where is he writing actually? Right? It's all our subconscious memory where we have all this information. And just to let people know that, this is also called, the Chitragupta's library is also called Akashic Records. Poonam, if you want to correct me, correct. So this is also called Akashic Records, where we have all our karmic all the deeds. Leave karmic things. Karmic means what? Anything that we are doing is karmic. Good, bad, anything. Everything is written in there. So he is writing. Somebody says that there is Chitragupta who is writing all the Guptas that we have been doing around. Okay. So when we tap into that memory, then we get to know what we have done. And that is what we do in our holistic healing hypnotherapy. We all know about it. Okay. Now, this is all about karma. Now, what we understand by this family karma? What is this family karma? Now, you might have got a nice picture about the family karma as well. Any guesses? Okay.
We become the family members now.
Yes. Yes.
To resolve that only, we are surrounded by such peoples in the name of husband, wife, father, mother, children's.
Good. That is your own family.
Yeah.
Right? What are we? We are all. We are all a seed, right? If I take a seed who is falling down, okay, it has got a soul group and it has taken life. And once it has taken life, it has created some karma, gone back, and it got paired up with another soul group. It came back. It has created another set of karma, gone back, another soul group. So it is like we are coming back. So in that way, if you see, we are taking lives after lives, lives after lives, lives after lives. So which means what? We are nothing but the essence of the first seed that has taken birth. Right? We have been repeating ourselves in the same cycle. So we are nothing but the essence of the first seed. So it's like we are split and we are coming down. And that's how the hierarchy has formed from the beginning of the seed. So if I have to tell you in that way, then it is like this. Okay. I am my own ancestors. Okay. I am my own grandfather. I am my own grandmother. Okay. So, which means what? Can somebody go on mute? Yeah. So, which means what? We are going through not only our issues. Okay. We are also going through the issues of our ancestors. So, for example, I'm telling you this, like, my great grandfather, for example, is very spiritual in his nature. Okay. He has done a lot of spiritual works and he has done a lot of things that nobody in the family has done. So, ideally, a man or a person has to be spiritual enough in their life to evolve. A soul has to be spiritual enough in their life to be evolved. Now that none of them have done any of the spiritual works. So, the responsibility of being spiritual and taking the family, okay, to the next level is all on the shoulders of my great grandfather. Now, this great grandfather has to not only take this family one step up, but also have to clear out the blockages of his own family. And this family could be his immediate family, like his wife, daughter, son, whatsoever, or his parents, or his grandparents, or great grandparents. So, like that, when he is gone, okay, he is gone, and when at the same time I'm coming onto the earth, then I am the essence of him. So, without my knowledge, meaning what? I have the imprint of his DNA. When his DNA is also within me, then what do? I bring a portion of that responsibility with me. I bring a portion of that spiritual seed into me. And I will also bring about his pain, his anger, his hatred, his jealousy, whatsoever his qualities are. Percentage of it might come along with me, not might come, will come along with me as part of my DNA, along with which I will tell him, for example, say that we do not know what we had done with our, ancestors. I will say that, oh dear ancestor, oh dear great grandfather, I see that you have gone through enough for this family. Now it's my job that I'll take this responsibility and I go forward. Now I'm here. I have all his qualities because he's my DNA. It's not like, now I'm the soul, right? Or I am this, I have taken birth in this body. So the DNA is not only from this ancestor. Okay, I might have taken birth from into another family in previous births. So I have their ancestors also. I have DNA from them also. So it is like we carry out the DNA from our ancestors, and also we take the generational karma along with that. And that's why if you see, we call it as polikalu in Telugu, or resemblance from to our, you see a pattern that, our granny has been walking with her spine bent. After some period of time, you will see that one of your family members are also walking with the same genes like that. Or you will see that they have got long hands, and you will see one of your family members also have got that. And you will also see that some people might be saying that, that, aunt of yours has similar qualities of you. She has or he has the similar anger, and you are carrying the same anger. Why? Where is this all coming from? This is all coming from the DNA, right? We all know this. This is all coming from the DNA. And is it only these things that we see? Because this is what we observe. That's why we are seeing this. But there could be so many things that we have made a treaty or made an agreement with them and brought in. We do not know. Okay. So, in this way, we carry our ancestral karma, trauma, habits, energy, anything. This is called transgenerational healing or transgenerational karma, or so-called family karma. Okay, this can influence your relationships, this can influence your own growth, this can influence your lives to a greater extent, and this can influence your emotional, physical, psychological, mental, any pattern. Okay, so this is not like, some of you might say that I've been telling my husband to leave his anger, he's been aggressive nowadays. Or I've been telling my sister to be, slightly slow down on her pace because she's going too fast. Or you've been telling your son or daughter to be less hyper, but it's not working. They're not knowing, it's not in my control. So, what to do with this? Some of them can be resolved with awareness. Okay. Some of them can be resolved with meditations. Some of them can be resolved with hypnotherapy sessions. And some of them can be resolved by just saying that, this is your karma. I don't want it. You take it back. So, all this is part of our life, which we've been burdened upon and we've been carrying. Okay. So, this is all about transgenerational karma or family karma. This generations after generations, we've been carrying out this karma. This is all about it. And now, we know that I've said that, there are various ways to clear out our family karma. So, if you have heard about this Pitru dosha, right? You might have heard about this Pitru dosha. What is this Pitru dosha? This is nothing but family karma. It's not that we don't know this. We've been knowing this. We know this, and then we've been doing certain things to clear that out. Okay, people say that if you put some oil, neem oil, yeah, if you put neem oil at your rub the neem oil at your base chakra or root chakra, Pitru dosha will get reduced. This is one remedy that I have been hearing from my grandmother. So it is like this has been there, and there are some tips and tricks to get rid of it also. And there are Pitru dosha things that we do. I mean, to get rid of this Pitru dosha, we do this lot of rituals for ancestors, right? So we'll go one by one here. If you see the self-awareness, first is being aware that you, I, everybody is carrying and have been carrying this family karma. Can you all please go on mute? I cannot see who is. Please go on mute. Shrikant, I'm making you co-host. Yeah, please take care. So, being self-aware that this is there and we've been going through this is family karma is very important. Once you are aware that this is something that we've been going through this, then what to do? I know that there are so many people who've been going through the unknown reason of their shame and guilt. Okay, they've been going through the unknown reason of their shame and guilt that, I have done this, I have done that, I should not have done this, or I should not have done that. All these things can be released. Okay, this can be released. Just give me a minute, please. This can be released. And how can this be released? So there are so many ways to release your guilt and shame. One is meditations. And you may not know that you are carrying the guilt and shame of your own self or your own your parents or your own grandparents. We do not know. Okay, it could be so much possible that you've been going through the shame or guilt of your or of your parents or your grandparents, because they might have done something and they have been carrying guilt and shame, and they have left their life with guilt and shame. Now it's you who have carried out the DNA, you're also carrying it. So now that you're aware, you can get rid of this. So, and then second thing is, instead of creating more repulsion or more disturbance within your own family members, come into an acceptance that there is this family karma. That's not only you, your family members are also going through the cycle. So you may see that, your parents or one of your siblings or one of your kids or anybody to that matter is going through the pain, or is very aggressive or she is very aggressive. Please understand that it is not only you, she is also or he is also carrying this family karma, which is why she is becoming aggressive or he is becoming aggressive without his knowledge or her knowledge. So come into that acceptance so that it will reduce the karmic bond between your family members. So you reduce your agami karmas. The cycle, the forthcoming karmas can be reduced. And then go into a forgiveness mode. Now that you know that, yeah, I have been carrying this karma of my ancestors, you don't have to hate them. You don't have to hate them because they're also carrying it from somebody else. So it is coming from the original seed. Where will you track to? Right? Who will you hate? And it is you don't even know which ancestor from which life it is coming from. So please come into the forgiveness and acceptance mode and do the ancestral prayers and rituals. So this is why our Hindu tradition is very good, that they have created, it's not only Hindu tradition, any tradition to that matter, we do lot of rituals to the dead or to our ancestors. Like the very initial 10 days, we do a lot of rituals so that they get the light. You show the light to them for them to go to the other side safely, believing that they are dead. Otherwise, they don't believe. Okay. So some of the ancestors might be hanging. So if they are hanging, we do not know that we are carrying their DNA, who is hanging already, who had a lot of hatred and negativity, that might come to us as well, that might impact us as well. Okay, at certain point of time in your life, you will see an entire shift in your life, in your behavior. That could happen on a good side or a bad side. Okay, you could see your kids behaving entirely different. That is because that could be, not that is, that could be because that maybe some of your ancestors are still hanging around and they need help, and you're not giving it. Okay, so you may also ask this question that, my ancestors might have taken birth. Okay, suppose my grandparents, they have passed over, or their parents have also passed over. So when we do these rituals, yearly ceremonies, that when we do, We take the names of 3 or 4 generations. You may ask, why do we take names of all the 4 generations? Because they might have taken birth already. Why are we still giving them this? That would help them in their lives. So somebody might also be doing rituals for us from some point on the earth, and they are responsible for us to be happy in this life. We do not know. Okay. So also, when we get a chance to do that, please do not avoid it. Pray for it. Pray for them. And also, if they have taken birth, there is some other ancestor who is not taken birth. Like, 3 generations is what we are giving, the tarpanas too, or the food too. And then beyond that, there could be people for whom there is nobody offering food. If these 3 generations have gone and taken birth, those generations will come and have it and bless you. And those blessings are the ultimate blessings that you will see an immediate shift in your life. That is very important, which is why never ever take this ancestor rituals as dumb fellow's job. They don't think, or it's not anything that, that doesn't have any logic. It has got a lot of logic and a lot of importance, so that you can see a sudden shift, pattern of shifting in your life towards good, towards light when you do this. That's why we create a 15-day period called Pitru Paksha, or a 10-day period called Pitru Paksha, just to to worship our own ancestors. This is very important. Okay. And then, okay, now that I am aware, I forgive, I accept, I release guilt, shame, I do all these rituals. And what else can I do? I can do mindfulness and meditation. What kind of meditation should we be doing? We do a lot of ancestral meditations and spiritual happenings. And we do, a meditation prayer in such a way that we show light to them. Now we know that, it is one day for our ancestors or the other people on the other side who belong to our DNA, from this ancestors or the other ancestors of our name or another name or whatsoever. They are there, and we are offering food once in a year, which means for them, there is no time. It is like they're having it every day. But on the earth, it is 1 year, once in a year. Okay. Now, if we meditate, okay, we do the rituals without knowing the meaning of every sentence that the Pandit is reading. But when you do meditation, you know every single meaning, right? And when you add intention to it that they should get light. When this happens, they get the prayers, they get the prayers faster, and you get the help faster. It's a two-way thing. Okay. And the affirmations that, I am my own self. I am not carrying any of my family karma. There are certain affirmations that would help you release this family karma. So these are certain ways that we do to clear our family karma or transgenerational karma. Okay. Now, if I go to the next slide. So this is an ancestral prayer meditation. If the time permits, I'll let you guys do it. Okay. And second thing is Bird-Hellinger constellation process. Who found this process that this is like this, this is like this, this is like this? Bird-Hellinger is an German, and he worked with a lot of tribes, which is where the shamanism started. He worked with a lot of shaman tribes, and he found that they are doing a lot of these processes. And he tried to decode all these processes, and he formulated the process of family constellation. Okay. And in this process, this is the base of it is from the shamanism. But how is this performed? Ideally, this is entirely a different modality. And how is this performed is, there are a group of people, maybe you can take part, or instead of you, somebody else will take part while you are standing on the other side and watching this. Okay. So there are a group of people whom you think there is an issue in between and you want to resolve the issue in between those two people. And then you give your energy to them and they start talking like you, they start behaving like you. And similarly, the other person or two other persons who are needed for that issue to be resolved, you get them. And now slowly, new people will keep on coming and adding as you think that there is a great grandfather who has two wives, for example, which the further the underlying generations do not know. The other wife has done something wrong, and that DNA is also being carried. So many things will come up in this process, and then a lot of healing happens in this process, because there will be the facilitator. What does the facilitator do? Like, if I am the facilitator, I call upon a group of people, I'm resolving a family issue between the relationships, and I tell you're so and so, you're so and so, you're so and so, and then comes in this, this two wives thing. In that, there will be a guidance that this facilitator would get downloaded from the divine. Okay. And this divine will help this facilitator guide, put the right questions, and guide the group of people so they resolve it among themselves and the karma can be taken back. So this is what happens in an ideal Bert-Hellinger constellation process. For this, if there is no group of people, it could be done with painting, it could be done with small dolls, it could be done with puppets. There are so many different ways that we can do this. But for this, it has to be done physically. Okay, there are people in India and we do this, but it is a physical process and the results are very good. This is one of the great modalities by Bert Hellinger. And he's found this out in 1978, and he did this service to the mankind until 2019. He passed away in 2019, and he did this, he developed this process and given and done thousands of sessions. It used to be like, a group of a group of 50 people and in a big hall of auditorium, and these 50 people will go through this constellation process, and there are so many issues that they might have come with actual issue, and but there could be so many issues that might come up during the process and everything would get healed. This is one way. And what is the second way? Through holistic healing hypnotherapy. We all know that holistic healing hypnotherapy is a combination technique with PSP, with introspective hypnosis, with QHHT, with BQH, and with some part of hypnotherapy by standalone by itself. So it's a combination technique. Nothing is entirely followed or nothing is omitted. So based on the need, we follow whatever is needed for the client by formulating this this holistic healing hypnotherapy. Now that we have this family constellation, we have been using this in our holistic healing hypnotherapy as a counseling between the souls. Okay, we call upon the different consciousness. Like if a wife has come who has an issue with her sister-in-law or mother-in-law, or for with her mother or parents or brother, sister, husband, whoever, we call upon them and we see what is the issue that has they carried from where, from which ancestor, and how to treat that. And we bring about a lot of healing among those group of people within the holistic healing hypnotherapy. You are in trance. You will be seeing people coming and taking chairs one after the other, and they're sitting around you, and you will be having a dialogue with them. And that happens along with your own higher self. So your higher selves are also present in the scene. So they give the right guidance. So this is the addition to the holistic healing hypnotherapy that we have done. And this is all about family trauma, how to clear it through different ways and means, and how effectively can we do it through a family constellation process, and also through holistic healing hypnotherapy. This is all what I wanted to discuss about this family karma topic. I hope you all have understanding of this topic now. I'll open for questions. If anybody has any questions, they can just go ahead and ask their questions. We understood what karma is, we understood what family karma is. So please go ahead and ask. If not, we will quickly go into a 10-15 minute meditation.
Madam,
Yes.
can I speak in Kannada?
Mahendra ji, are you there? Okay. Or Mangla, you there, right? Okay. You speak in Kannada. I will see how much ever I could decode.
No,
ಹಾ,
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಈಗ
ಹೇಳಿ.
ನಾವು ಮನೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ,
ಹ್ಮ್
ಸೊ ಮನೇಲಿ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್